service.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, along with the star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Dangerous Dave is here this morning. Captain Kurt's up here as the producer of the show, and Heather Byers is up there on the old laptop keeping us all in line. Fast Eddie's with us this morning, a part of the show. And of course, Mike, our traveling, it's not
roving reporter.
Roving, that's what I always want to say, roving reporter, who's always here with us. He's
the man in the streets.
Well, he's the Don Lemon of the show, if you would.
Uh-oh. He's out. He's out.
He's out. That's the end of him. Oh, well, that's anyway. Well, welcome to the show, everybody, and we're here to talk about anything you want to talk about. As always, if you simply raise your hand and have a question to get the show started, Mike will show up, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Otherwise, we'll tell you about what's going on here at the Orange Blossom Opry. We had an absolute awesome weekend, did we not, Dangerous?
Absolutely. It was awesome.
Boy, a bunch of good folks here. Good shows all weekend long. And a couple of our boys got a chance to shine with, if you were here to see Twitty and Lynn, they carried our piano player and our steel player. Or I could say our steel player and our piano player carried them. However you want to look at it. But they were both there, and the shows were great.
Well, you know, I offered them $20 if they'd keep them, but they.
That's right. Yeah,
they wanted more than that.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with Gene Watson. He came in here, and you know what happened with that story. So we don't need to lose Dougie or Dustin. We're done with that. But they were awesome, and I'll tell you what. If you ever get a chance to. I call them kids. They're a lot younger than me. They're a couple of really nice kids. Boy, they're just really, really sweet people on top of that. So that was a lot of fun. I don't really remember what else happened. What did we do on Saturday? Who was here?
Phil Collins.
Oh, Phil Collins. Hey, yeah. I got to tell you all this because I told everybody that, and we'll take some questions. One of the things that I try to do, one of my jobs is I have to work with all the acts that come in here. So it's my job to make sure that they get here, get on time, and what and everybody that works on the Orange Blossom Opry all has a job and all has a thing they have to do. But I kind of the ringleader to make sure everything gets done. And my job is always hopefully that when people leave, they're not hacked off or mad or that they enjoyed this place because I did what they're doing most of my life. And I had two people this weekend. T.G. Shepherd did nothing but sing high praises of the band, how great the band was, how great the crew was. And yesterday, I guess it was yesterday, Sunday, I don't know, one of those days. Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. Anyway, Terry from the Phil Collins group here called me up and said, I just want to tell you something. He said, I want you to tell everybody this, and he named everybody. He said, what a great job Eddie did. He knew he had everybody's name. What a great job Kurt. He said, what a great place the Orange Blossom Opry was, and said that this venue is nicer, more hospitable, is that the right word, than a lot of the places he plays in Vegas. So hats off to all the crew here and light guys and people that work behind the scenes for just crushing it. This weekend. Even you, Fast Eddie, he even said nice things about you.
Yeah, that was a great show.
I said, no, once you get to know Eddie, you wouldn't say
that. Good time, yeah.
Yeah. No, he said that the lights were incredible, and
it was fun.
We agreed, that you do a great. He said we agreed you're a weirdo, but we agreed that you're a very talented weirdo.
You got to be weird to be a light guy.
Talented weirdo. All right, yes, sir, over there. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you're from.
Good morning, Stogie Steve. I'm from Washington, D.C. originally.
Oh, there you go.
But I lived in Florida for 50 years.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So my question to you is, I'm kind of a blues rocker fan.
Yeah.
In your opinion, who do you think was the real start of blues rock, or as he called it, classic, what do you call it, cosmic American music?
I mean, who was the starter?
Yeah, the guy.
Well, you know where blues music started, correct?
No, I meant country blues.
Oh, I don't really know what country...
Country rock.
Well, country rock, I gave it hell for a few years. I can tell you that. We were kind of a country rock band.
I like country rock. You remember Graham Parsons?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
You know, Graham Parsons has a bed and breakfast not far from here because I went to a Stones concert one time in Tampa and I stayed there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's mostly Europeans.
Wow. Well, do you know that Eddie's got a trailer not far from here?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a smart ass. You'll realize that.
No. Any port in a storm.
Yeah, well, if you're a blues guy, excuse me, y'all, I'm having that stuff I get.
Speaking of blues and rockin',
Yeah, if you're a blues guy, you need to come here on Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
We've got blues here and some of the best blues guys coming in.
this week is going to be an amazing
It's
show.
dangerous to tell you.
Yeah,
He
it's
knows them all.
DeSoto Tiger Testimony this week, which features Jonathan Boogie Long, who in, what was it?
I'm
was
busy.
it 90?
Don't talk to
Not
me.
95. It was 2005, I think, when he won Guitar Center's King of the Blues competition. But they have one of the best harmonica players I've ever heard in my life. This guy plays everything from
Yep, that dude was playing
Junior Wells
Bach.
to
Playing
Mozart and
Mozart
stuff on.
and Bach on his harmonica.
But they also have an incredible opening act this week. It's not the Orange Blossom Blues Band, unfortunately.
Well, then they're
this
not
week.
that good. All right.
Well, this week it's going to be what the heck is that guy's name? Sean
Yeah, well, Eric Johansson, but Sean Chambers is.
Chambers is who it is.
And who is
Yeah.
the this? Because people used to call us that, the Savoy Brown Band. Now, do you know
Savoy
what-
Brown was a very successful blues rock band in
Right.
the 70s.
That's what I thought. Because when our band first came out, people used to think we were Savoy Brown, and we'd call it. I don't know where they got their name from, but
And then
you're
next
British.
week, not a week from Wednesday, we have Eric Johansson, who's one of the very best guitar players on the scene. I mean, he's just unbelievable. R.B. Stone's going to be opening for him.
and I'll be playing fiddle with RB.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he asked me. He's a cool guy, man. He's a great guy.
And we have some great entertainment on the patio also.
Well, are you on the patio tomorrow?
No.
Oh, who's on?
Tomorrow's going to be the Unexpected Duo,
Oh,
which
they are.
is a very, very good duo. It's husband and wife, Robert and Janet, and they do some really cool. They're a really good variety group. They do a little bit of everything. And then next week is a group called She and I.
And when are you? Is that when you're on there?
That's me and her.
You and her. Yeah. She's
That's
not
me
here.
and my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right. Well, on our show Thursday, and I got to thank all of you people. Eddie, I hate to tell you, but you owe me another $1. We're about to bust 400 on Thursdays. Thursdays was in the tank, let's just say. So there you go. And we've put some new ideas in place and put together a new show. And Eddie and I have a bet every week. Of course, he's not paid me yet for the money he's owed me. But it was that we couldn't get 300 people in here. And I wanted to go $1,000, Eddie. That's how much I believe in all these people here at the Orange Blossom Opry. They will never let you down if you put on a good show. Now, Eddie wanted to have the Diving Monkeys in here on Thursday. Is that the name of that band?
Diving Monkeys.
I don't know. I saw that on Facebook. There's a band called the Something Monkeys. I saw go by, not the Monkeys, but Something Monkeys. I saw go by on Facebook. Anyway, and this week on that show on Thursday, got a question. Hang on a second. This week, Kim Hilton will be here, and Kim's a little old rascal that sings pretty good old country music. He sings the old stuff. The old good stuff. And Jake Reynolds, who's a young man just getting started in the business, is also going to be here. And Jenny Prograssi will be here, and she is awesome singer, everybody. So that's going to be our friends this week on Thursday, and then our band comes out and plays. And we have no idea what we're going to do. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Leslie and Jay from New York,
Yeah.
Connecticut, and the Villages.
Yeah, you guys are from world travelers.
Yes, and
And bringer of donuts.
Oh, did you bring these donuts?
and the plums.
This is the best donut, though. Just the
Oh, yeah.
plain old donut.
And the plums.
Yeah, we
Yes.
start eating those plums, though. It's going to be all running off your elbows.
Fruit of the week.
Yeah, I'll get on it. Yes, ma'am. What can we? Good morning.
Twitty and Lynn.
Yes.
Had so fun the other day. Were the grandparents a couple ever?
Conway and Loretta? No, I
Oh,
don't
no,
believe
they're
so.
not a couple. You know what? Everybody asks about that. They're not. She's actually married and been married for. I
No,
think-
she was asking about Loretta and Conway originally.
Were they a couple? What's the question?
Yeah,
Couple.
were they a couple?
No, they weren't. No, Conway was married forever, and Loretta was married to a guy named Mooney. And everybody said that. I was out on tour for years with Kenny and Dolly, and everybody said the same thing. And, I guess that's, some people are just friends, and they just sing together. A lot of times, the record company will set that up as opposed to them. The record company may say, hey, we got an idea they think will make a lot of money. Kenny was on RCA, so was Dolly. I wish I could remember that story on Islands in the Stream, but that really wasn't a planned thing. That was kind of an accident thing. Now, Kenny Rogers did a lot of duos with Dottie West and Sheena Easton, was it?
Kim Carnes, Sheena
Yeah,
Easton,
Kim Carnes.
yeah.
So he used to do a lot of things, a lot of duets with different girls. And Conway did Loretta and, not did Loretta, but that's just for you people in the villages that have that mindset. Anyway, he did a duo with Loretta. I don't know if he did a duo with anybody else. Dangerous, so somebody will look it up. We had a question up here, Mike. Got to get the microphone up here anyway. So this Thursday will be a great show, everybody. And then Friday, let me get this out and we'll get your question. If you're a Beatles fan, the 64 Beatles tribute will be here on Friday night. Now, it's almost sold out. But these guys are the real deal. And, not the real deal, but, they're very, very...
as real as the deal can get.
As real as the deal can get. Yes, sir, good morning. Name and where you're from.
Ray Smith. I'm right now from Ocala, but originally in southern New Jersey, then Connecticut.
All right.
The Oakdale Theater. Do you ever go to the Oakdale Theater?
Where is it?
In Wallingford, Connecticut. Theater in the Round. Kenny Rogers was in it many times.
I did. I could tell you a story about that I'll tell you about this story afterwards. But
Okay.
you ask your
My
question first.
Is, this is my first Tuesday here because it's too cold to play golf. And do you guys rehearse much? Or do you just wing it every week?
Well, that's not your business.
Both. yeah, both.
No, well, what we do for our band, and my mom would kill me if she knew I was eating with my mouth or talking with my mouth full. Our band it's a pretty high pressure band. You have to learn all these songs. Last week, you have to learn all these songs for T.G. Shepherd. Then we have to learn new songs constantly for our Friday Night Live and our Thursday shows. So we'll talk about a song. Hey, what about this song? Okay. And then everybody go home and work on it. We'll talk about, okay, you're going to sing this? All right. We'll go home and work on the song. That's where you practice, at home. And then we show up here and
Just basically put it together.
put it together here. And if we play it like we don't really have a rehearsal. We get here about 4 o'clock and run through a few things. And we play it. And if it sounds good, we go, let's let her rip. We'll try it and, see what the people think. And if it doesn't come together very good, we'll say, we'll put it off till next week. So that's kind of how we run the band. But the thing you got to remember is it's not just once in a while. It's every week. Not one song, but usually a bunch. So the workload on the band alone to keep, new songs going and keep them sounding good. I want to tell you a quick story, Kenny, about your theater. Okay, so we played there with Kenny Rogers, and about 2 weeks before that, we did this Hollywood show in Hollywood. I was on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Well, the guy that produced that show was a guy named Dick Clark. So Dick Clark does this show called The Supermodels of the World, and it's all the most beautiful women in the world, and he liked our band, so we played for it. So we're in Hollywood, and we played this. It was a big televised show and stuff. I don't remember. Anyway, there's all these crazy women from all over the world, tall people, those girls with the discs in their lips, and just crazy things. And we didn't really get to see much of it, It's kind of like, what? What about us? I mean, they were kind of doing their thing, and we were kind of doing our thing, and then we were gone, and that was it. Well, so we didn't have cell phones back then, remember, not like this. So we get a letter from one of these girls that says to our lead singer, says, hey, my name is so-and-so, and I saw you at the TV show, and sends a picture of herself. And here's this beautiful model. And I'm going to be in Connecticut at what's the name of the theater? Yeah, at the theater, at the Kenny Rogers show, and I'd like to meet you. So our lead singer at the time is single. And we used to get all our fan mail, and we'd open it up on the bus because we were on the road all the time. Look at this, fellas. Look at this girl, blah, 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 this girl. So, he goes to the gang and gets front row seat, like right there for that girl. And remember, the stage revolves. So you're sitting there, but like where Dan is. But so anyway, I'm sitting in the hallway out there, and this girl, and I don't want to make too much fun of her, but we called her Squeaky Frome, if you know who that is. And she comes up, and I'm looking at her, and she goes, "Hi, I'm looking for Mark Miller." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "I'm so and so," and blah, blah. And I went, "Really? I'll take you right to him. Come on." So back there we go, and I go, "Mark, and Mark's just like dumbfounded and just, and Mark was single back then, and she's going, "Well, that wasn't really a picture of me. That's kind of how my hair looks, or something." She's some whack job. So now we know, we let her on the inside. So we get her out of the dressing room, and we put her in the front row. That's where her seat was, because Mark had got her tickets. So here the band starts. Well, Mark's a pretty athletic guy. Every time that stage started to turn around where he'd have to be in front of her, he'd run through and jump over the drums through the drum set and come back and be over here. And as soon as that stage come back around, he'd jump back around over there in that stage and come back around that way. So it was absolutely hilarious. That's how I remember different places.
So
anyway.
That's kind of an old school version of catfishing.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's no doubt. But
Oh, we have another question.
Yep, come on. Good morning.
Terry from upstate New York. I was wondering if Sandy has any more horses in your future.
If she has any more what?
Horses.
In your future.
Oh, God, I hope not. We have 2. That's plenty. Yesterday, those horses got out. I came home and I went, and the young horse likes to run. So as I was going around the back of the house today, I could see that the horse was making laps in my lawn. Big old horse child up there like that. No, I think 2's enough for us. I don't think she has her sights set on any more horses right in the future. I don't know. We don't have a lot of room. I guess we could squeeze one more in there, but I think we're pretty cool with 2. I am, but she's the horse person. I'm just the helper. That's what I do. Yep. Good morning.
Good morning, Terry from St. Louis.
Yep.
I love your new guitar.
Oh, me too, and so does my wife, and we're still sleeping in the same room.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And I have a quick question about the drums.
Uh-oh.
Are they in key? You're always talking about what key you're going to play in. Are the drums, do they have any keys?
Actually, drums are tuned a very specific way. And Randy is one of the very best I've ever seen at making sure the drums actually play in tune. Because if the drum isn't in tune to a specific note, when you hit it, it just kind of sounds like a box. It doesn't have a nice ring tone to it. And yes, so drums actually are tuned, and Randy does a great job of tuning.
And how about that awesome logo we have on the front of? Oh, never mind. No, what the hell ever happened to that? Still.
Uh-oh.
Where's the boss? Oh, the boss.
She's looking at you.
There she, she's smiling. No, that's not a smile.
You're number one.
You're number 1.
Yeah, number 1 with the boss lady back there. Okay, thanks, man. Yes, anybody else out there? All right, let's move along. Let's see, Michael, Andrew, and, is he? Jim Heap is? Awesome. So the steel player for the Bellamy brothers, who's kind of become a friend of ours, I have to tell you a quick story about him. I was playing with Confederate Railroad, and I was, here's how I got to the Orange Blossom Opry, folks, in a weird way. I was playing with Confederate Railroad, and I was wanting to jump ship. And I heard through Todd Bowers, who used to work here, that the Bellamy brothers were looking for a steel player. So I called David, who I've known a long time, and he said, "Bobby, Rats," he said, "I just hired this guy," and he said, "if he doesn't work out, you're the guy." I mean, and they just started. It's Jim Heap, and he's still there, the rascal. But I ended up getting a better gig, but because of knowing Todd Bowers, then that's how Todd Bowers is the guy who brought me here. All right, let's move along. Michael, Andrew, and Swingerhead are here. If you're a Rat Pack fan of Sinatra, Dean Martin, and all of that stuff, it's going to be Valentine's Day weekend. That's good stuff. Swing music. ABBA Revisited. Never mind that. That's on Valentine's Day. That is sold out. Yachtly Crew. Now, we still have some tickets for that on February 15th. And here's dangerous to tell you about the music of Yachtly Crew.
If you're a fan of 70s easy listening rock and 80s feel-good party kind of music, then Yachtly Crew's the band for you, because they do stuff like Pablo Cruz, Toto, Journey. They play all that really fun stuff. Their name is kind of unusual because they're not just a yacht rock band. They don't do what people call yacht rock, like Boz Scaggs, although they do some Boz Scaggs.
What is? Because that's what I want to know. I don't know what yacht rock is.
Yacht rock was a term that was kind of coined to give the bands from the 70s, kind of like I said, the easy, not hard rock, but not
Easy
like
listening.
Southern rock. But yeah, they were kind of groups like Boz Scaggs,
Yeah.
groups like Ambrosia, Brad, those kind of bands.
And the word yacht has nothing to do with any of that, or
Not
it does?
really has anything to do with it. It's more of an attitude. That's kind of like the leisure time attitude.
Okay, you've lost me, but that's okay. But I like all that music.
Yeah, it's all great
I
stuff.
dig all that stuff. Yachtly Crew.
Christopher Cross,
Oh, yeah.
Player, all those kind of bands.
Man.
But and Yachtly Crew is one of the very best of the genre. They do a great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you when you're playing like the kind of music you play at parties.
Yeah. Well, when that not Boz Scaggs, when that Christopher Cross album came out, I literally wore that in the ground. Man, it was so good. And I'm a country guy, but it was awesome.
Well, see, a lot of people don't realize that Christopher Cross is actually a Texan.
Yeah, he's a good Texas guy.
Yeah, he's from San Antonio.
Sailing. I loved it. All right, everybody knows that song, right? Sailing, take me away. See, they all know it. There's all the hippie people. There's the yacht rock people right here.
Well, get your tickets because they're coming on February 15th. It's
All
a
right.
Sunday, and they're going to be here, and it's going to be a fun time.
February 18th, we're back to the blues back there, buddy. Duke Tomato will be here, and he's a big blues guy too, I guess, right?
Yeah, he was really well known in the Midwest. He was one of the original members of REO Speedwagon.
Oh, really?
When REO Speedwagon was more of a R&B band.
Duke not so much, but Tomato. You suppose that was a tough name in the 6th grade?
Yeah.
But that wasn't pleasant. On the 19th, it's back to the OBO Band and Friends. Listen, folks, a lot of people come to Friday Night Lives. Friday Night Lives are sold out all the way into May. And so come out and see us on Thursday and tell your friends to come out because it's different from Friday Night Live show. We try to keep it different, but it's really, really good, and you get to see a lot of the OB Band, the OBO Band. That would be us. Jimmy Fortune, my buddy Jimmy Fortune will be here. I heard a terrible thing. I heard one of his sons passed away. Did you all hear that?
Oh, no.
I did hear that. I saw him on Facebook talking about it. I've not spoke to him or Nina yet to see what happened, but might want to keep those folks in our prayers. Yeah, I don't know the whole story, but I know it was not Facebook BS because it was Jimmy himself talking. Although now
With
they've got
AI
AI stuff that's like nuts. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Piano Man, they're coming. Stacy Mitchhart coming again.
And that's another BOGO. You can
BOGO, buy one, get one. That's BOGO. I figured that out myself. Nobody told me that. I figured that.
And Stacy Mitchhart is another that we're not doing the opening. The Orange Blossom Blues Band is not opening, but there will be a special guest on the patio.
Is that the night?
Keith
playing?
Horn.
Keith Horn on the patio, everybody. Hell, we'll have more people out there than we have here on Friday Night Live. There'll be more people here. Better set up some more chairs out there, Roger, Heather. He'll have them lined out in the parking lot. Diamond Rio, that's always a great show. They're awesome. Michael Blue Blay.
Michael Booble.
Yeah, it's Blue Blay. Is that how you say that? Michael Blue Blay. The
It
music.
says Booble.
Yeah, it looks like Bubble, but Skaggs, that guy's coming. Can't wait to see Ricky. Y'all see Ricky Skaggs?
Yeah.
He cut all his hair off. He's got all short. Looks like a car salesman now. No offense, car salesman, but
we need to ask him to bring his purple telly, and maybe he'll sit in with us.
yeah, we'll do that. Say, come on, Ricky, we'll play. We can play all of his songs. The Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band, the Buckinghams. It's just look at the schedule, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Pick up a schedule, and I don't have to sit up here and read all this stuff to you, and we can talk to you all. All you got to do is pick up a schedule, or stay tuned right here, and we'll tell you what else is going on if you have any more questions. Also, we'll take your questions online if you're watching out there on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching. If you have a question, Captain Kurt, producer of the show, is back there and available and ready and waiting.
All right, you missed which could be possibly one of the biggest shows that's ever hit here, in my opinion.
Barney Rubble and the...
No, the frontmen. When you've got three guys that are lead vocalists of three of the biggest bands in country music, that's a big deal. It's not like I don't think I've ever seen anything in here like that. To be able to hit the guys that sang on all of those hits, that's huge. I mean,
Yeah, people were talking about when Chestnut was here. People were talking about his catalog and how it was hit after hit after hit. Well, this Saturday with the frontmen is going to be nothing but hits from start to finish. Because
and three different
bands.
Yep.
So I mean, if you're a fan of that 90s country sound, Saturday's the day to be here, because that you're going to hear some of the best 90s country that's
it's
was
like
ever
those
produced.
package shows where you'd go see three bands, boom, 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 like Kenny Rogers would, Sawyer Brown tour. It's like that. I mean, you're going to see
all in one show. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe the hits that are going
And
to
Lone Star had some incredible songs. Richie sang "Amazed" and "Outside Looking In." There was just some incredible
Little
Mr.
songs.
Mom,
Texas.
wasn't that Mr. Mom? That was him too, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Little
there's going to be a lot of
Texas
those
with,
songs people aren't
you
going to
know.
realize that they sang on.
Oh yeah, well, Restless Heart had like amazing records, and so those guys all sing, and then they sing harmony for each other. So they sing their hits, and then the other guys sing the background parts for them. It's pretty a pretty cool little deal, really. I think they came up with this. There was a guy, a buddy of mine, who came up with this idea. They called it the Honky Tonk Tailgate Tour, and they first started doing this with Sammy Kershaw, Colin Ray, and
Tippin.
Aaron Tippin. And they said, let's take these three guys, because they've all had quite a few hits, and put one band together and go out and back them and have three guys doing that. And it was called the Honky Tonk Tailgate Tour. Now, that switched around a little bit. But after that came the frontmen. So they must have got together. And I heard Rushlow was the, what do you call it? Not the arrowhead, but the spearhead of the idea of getting these guys to go out there. So it's a great concept and a great idea. It'll be all music you know and love, all from the 90s, the frontmen. And there's two shows on Saturday. So,
And all three of them are great entertainers by themselves. So put them all together, and it's going to be a real good show.
I saw Richie driving the bus yesterday. I've been there.
Bobby?
One time the Confederate Railroad bus broke down in, let me think of the name of that town, not Johnson City, Kingsport, Tennessee. We played the fair and the bus broke down. So won't start, won't run. We got to get back. So I was the only guy in Confederate Railroad that could drive the bus, besides our bus driver. The other guys didn't even know how to drive the bus. Well, maybe Danny could, I suppose. But anyway, so the decision was made to leave Bobby on the bus, and the bus was towed to this truck place, and this was on a Saturday. So I sat there Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Finally, about Thursday, they get the bus fixed, and they didn't have time to. It must have been later than that, or we had a show on Thursday. Anyway, I had to go rent a U-Haul truck, unload the trailer, put all the gear from the trailer on the bus into U-Haul, drive to Oklahoma City. When I got out there, we played a show. I talked the guitar player into riding back with me. When I rode back, we got the bus, unloaded it, put everything in the trailer, and I drove the bus back to Chattanooga. So that was all in like a 2-week period. So we get ready to leave on the bus the next weekend, and we take off, and Danny goes, man, what happened to all the Jack Daniels? I said, what do you think I did sitting in that truck parking lot for 4 days with no air conditioning? I ordered out pizza and I drank all the Jack Daniels on the bus. So, all right. So
We have a question down here.
Yeah, come on, question.
Cindy from Seattle.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
I like Seattle. Hey, are the Seahawks going to win?
We did. I don't know.
Oh, you're not a football person?
No.
Oh,
not really.
well, your team's in the.
I know. I was shocked.
Yeah, I know a lot about
Somebody-
sports. They're in the Stanley Cup.
Somebody said, "Do you know who's playing in the Super Bowl?" I said, "No, I don't have any idea." They said the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, really? Okay."
Okay.
So,
Well, good
anyway,
morning.
So, hi. Good morning. My question is, how far ahead do you guys start planning for your acts for the next year? Like, are you already hiring people and filling in the spots for the next season?
I don't book. Excuse me. I don't book the place. Roger pretty much and Heather take care of that through an agent. What they do is they hand me a pile of papers about this high at the first of every month, and they say, "Here, make this happen." But they're booked way out in advance. I know that they're booking for. We're going to be off the whole month of July, but they're booking already. I think the sign's coming up here from the boss said they've already booked through November. So yeah, so they keep it booked pretty far out. There's some spaces along the way here and there for us to do things if we decide to do something, but mostly they book that. Now, what month is it now? It's February, right?
Yes.
Question down here, Mike. It's February. So along about August, talking about booking, I'll have to start working on the Christmas show. So my life's pretty good till August. Then after that, massive chaos. Good morning.
Well, real quick,
Go.
we have a Facebook question real
Okay,
quick.
oh,
Let me
I'm
get
sorry, I
to
missed
this,
that.
and then we'll get to you. Facebook question, Nancy Wallace is asking if the frontman has a band backing them, and the answer is absolutely. They have a really, really good backing band. It's not the Orange Blossom Opry Band, but not everybody can be T.G. Shepherd.
Well, that's the concept behind it was to take 3 lead singers and carry one good band, and those guys have to learn all those songs. So, they'll have a smoking band with them, without a doubt.
Okay, now up front.
Lynn from Williamsport, PA. I have one question and then one comment. Question, will you ever have Aaron Tippin back again?
No, I can't stand that guy. No, of course. Like I said, I don't book people. I don't have anything to do with that. I've got buddies that call me and want to play here, and I just pass them on. Here's one of the things, I could say in defense. Whoever, the guy that books this thing and Roger and Heather play darts at the map for geography. So you got to call Aaron Tippin and try to find out when he can be here. Because like I was a touring guy, our agent, you don't want to drive much over 400 miles at night if you don't from one gig to the other, to the next, to the next. Florida is not the most easy to get to geographical place because you got to, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, all those places, Georgia, all that stuff are pretty well closed, but you got to drop down to Florida. So a lot of the reasons that people aren't here aren't because we don't want them. It's because geographically we couldn't make it work this year.
Can't get the routing.
Can't get the routing to work out. That's happened with a couple buddies of mine, where we've called them and said, hey, man, we got this date open and we want you on this date. And he'll say, well, I'm in Washington that date or something, or the day before. So it's a tough job to get all that worked out.
I used to work with an agent, and I'll never forget, she told us one time, well, it's only 2 inches on the map, darling.
Yeah.
Because she had booked us, we were in Grand Junction, Colorado. We closed on Saturday night, and we were to open Monday in Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been there. Yes, ma'am.
The comment is Jimmy Fortune's son, Jimmy Jr., passed away in October from pneumonia. Yeah.
Pneumonia?
Very unexpectedly, yeah.
That must have been an old video that I saw, because I saw it yesterday.
They pop up every now and then.
October 2024. Man, where have I been? Hopefully I haven't seen Jimmy since then. I don't think I have. Wow, I didn't know that. Now I feel like an idiot. 20 what? 2025. So it was just last year. Okay, well, I'm not that much of an idiot. Oh, it's just a few months ago, though.
We have another question here.
Okay, somebody else said it's 2023. All right, 1920 what? Shut up. Okay, yes, sir.
Jay from Connecticut.
Hey, Jay.
Couple of things. The concept of three people singing, lead singers, I think may have started with Ringo Starr and the All-Star Band. And
Could
he
have.
did the
Yeah, he
same
did that
general
too.
idea.
Yep.
Okay, and the music after classic country, not sure what you call it, but if you could put together and music like the classic country with Randy Travis, Conway Twitty,
Kind of the new traditionalists.
singers in that group, and George Jones, and put a Thursday night together where I know you have a request list that people send in what they want to hear. So if you could speak, putting in that request list and let people come in and list only those singers for a fantastic concert on a Thursday night.
Well, here's what they used to do was the music of somebody. When I came here, like Friday night, be the music of George Strait and the music, exactly that concept. And the only thing wrong with that concept is if you don't like one of those two people, then you're not going to come. On Friday Night Live, we play the music of everybody. And we don't really have a guy that sings Conway Twitty in our band. One of the things that we do in our band that's very, very important is, and I guess I can say this without making too many people mad, one of the biggest mistakes bands make is just singing any song. I can sing this, I'll sing that, I can sing that. No, you can't. You think you can, but you can't. And one of the things we do is if we don't have anybody that can sing a Conway Twitty song and make it believable and sell it, then we don't do it. So that's why we don't have a Conway Twitty singer really in our band. But on Friday Night Live, that was a concept we went with because we play Randy Travis music and we do play George Jones music and we play this. But also Randy Travis and Conway Twitty are pretty far apart demographically. In the music-wise. One's a 90s guy, and the other's a 60s and 70s guy, so there's a big age gap. And we try to pay heed to that as well, and trying to figure out what people want. So in our classic country music, we're going to start probably maybe in the 70s, wouldn't you say, Danger?
Yeah, maybe as late as 1980, because we've done some George Strait that would have been in the early 80s.
And go back from there. We're not going to play any 90s country, 80s country, and all that stuff. And we can play stuff back from the 40s even. Now, this week we got a guy coming and doing some Hank Williams stuff, Hank Williams Sr. Not a ton, but he's pretty believable on that sort of stuff. So one of the things about having a band and being successful at it is know what you're good at, but more importantly, know what you shouldn't do, not play. Yes, sir.
Bob Sonheimer from Erie, PA.
Erie, PA.
No
Do you know
way.
Eddie?
Are you serious?
Yeah, why is Eddie from Erie?
Yeah, he was arrested.
Born and raised there.
Yeah, and arrested several times. So, did you see him on
I
Cops?
played every hall you can imagine.
What's
in
your last
Erie.
name?
Falconer.
Falconer.
Yeah, like Faulkner, New York.
You're not related to Tom Falconer, are you?
Yes, I am. He's my uncle.
Get out.
Yeah.
You're serious. He comes in the bakery every Saturday and buys bread. We have Sonheimer's Country Bakery.
Now, where's the bakery at?
In Erie, right in Sterretania Road.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Eddie.
I've probably been there.
Hey, Eddie. It's where is the bakery, not where's the bakery at.
Yeah.
I was a grammar major.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway,
your question.
Definitely, your question.
I really wanted to compliment you, Bobby. I'm going to be 82 years old. Okay, I started.
Then I need to compliment you. Look at you, man. Awesome.
I've been listening to country music since I'm 6 years old. Okay, credit has to be given to people that listen as well as people that play. People that listen know good music, and I've been to over 200 concerts. You guys are the best house band I've ever heard in my life. Seriously.
Oh, thanks.
You are, and that Hillbilly Shoes you do by Montgomery Gentry.
Yeah.
I just saw Eddie Montgomery lately, and you do it better than he does.
Well, he lost his partner.
Yeah, he
in
lost
fairness.
Troy. Yeah, in that helicopter. But
Well, thanks, but I appreciate that, and thank you very much. It's been a long uphill grind for me from where I started to where we are here. It didn't just happen overnight. But getting all of these players in this band have all played at an extremely high level. And if you've not played at a certain level, I don't think you understand. If you just, and not taking against anything, but there's so much that, excuse me, there's so much that goes in to being a good band and playing and knowing when to play and when not to play, what to play is important. This band all plays together. This band all listens to each other. It's not a hard thing to do. If you want to sound good, go listen to the record and just play it like that. And it should be pretty simple, but, you know, I watch a lot of bands. This guy's, you know, doing his thing, and that guy's doing his thing. And, you know, we all make eye contact. Dangerous and I are right next, like shoulder to shoulder, and we all work together and play together. And like I said, these guys have all played. You can't come in and play a show, play for T.G. Shepherd, and just be a band and just wing it. You can't. You know, you have to sit down and figure out, you know, he wants this to, I mean, Dustin was working and trying to get the piano to sound just like the records. And, you know, he's listening to the stuff to try to make it not only a guitar part, but to find out what that guitar player's guitar sounded like and make your guitar sound like that guitar. It's really very, very important. That's part of I'm giving away our secrets.
Be authentic with it.
Be authentic with it. Go, you know, just be exactly like it. I mean, I could say this band plays Hotel California as good as the Eagles. They don't play it any better than we do. Now they have the original singer that we don't have, but we've sat down and worked it right out, so it's just as good, you know, and just maybe even a little more exciting than them at some point. So appreciate the compliment, but I appreciate it, but all the glory goes to the boys in the band who work so hard to make this happen all the time. Every night, these guys are killing it. Yes, ma'am.
I live here in Summerfield, and I'm from Michigan.
All right, go blue.
Yes.
Yes, all right.
I just wanted to thank Dangerous Dave for telling us about your YouTube shows.
Oh.
So we've been, with all this cold weather, we've been doing a lot of binge watching, and all I do is ask Alexa, Orange Blossom Opry, Friday Night Live. And then all kinds of stuff comes up.
Dangerous, we're famous.
Yep.
We're
Yes.
on Alexa.
Oh, yeah. And I downloaded your app. So, and that,
Awesome,
that
thank
I
you.
think is going to be the best way to buy tickets.
It really is.
Yes.
And
Better
what-
than the internet.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm talking to the people on the internet. If you haven't already, we have an official Orange Blossom Opry app. It's available absolutely free. It's on Android and iPhone, so you can get it on any platform that you have. The app will show you a full listing of all the shows that are coming up. It shows you what tickets are available. You can purchase your tickets right there online. It has all kinds of cool links and features, so make sure to check out the app. Speaking of the YouTube channel, if you go to the YouTube channel, if you subscribe and actually go to the homepage, there's subheader listings where you can go through and watch shows going back years. I mean, there's years worth of programming on there. So if you happen to go back and watch a previous video, while you're watching it, if you'll comment on the video, it brings that video back into the algorithm to bring it to other people. So yeah, if you're watching videos, make sure you're just say, hi, I'm such and such from such and such. Just make a quick comment. It really helps spread the channel and get our name out and the shows out to other people.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh, we watched January 1st last night, and we watched 11/28. And you guys, you did the Charlie Daniels Devil Goes to Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was like this in my rocking chair.
I've done that. I've done that. I've put comments on there.
And,
I'll
and
say.
then you did, I think it was on the 11/28 show, you did George Strait, Check Yes or No. That just blew me away. And I was like, oh, this is, and he's like thinking I'm a weirdo. I'm like right here in my chair, right? And then I wanted to know is how did you find Dustin? Because he's just awesome.
Yeah.
So we've the piano playing position here at the Orange Blossom Opry has been somewhat of a revolving door, and hopefully that door is finally closed. I was just going to tell you about a show here. On March 15th, a buddy of mine is going to be here, and if you're a Brooks and Dunn fan, you need to come to this show because this guy, my friend Kenny, sings ever so good as Ronnie Dunn, and you close your eyes and you'd swear it's Ronnie Dunn. He didn't look like Ronnie Dunn, but he's unbelievable. And the band works really hard to make those Brooks and Dunn records that are not easy all sound like a Brooks and Dunn record. So if you're a Brooks and Dunn fan, that's on March 15th. You're going to want to come and see that show. Now, I've known Kenny Evans for, probably 30 years, and had Kenny Evans a record deal. And so when we were looking for piano players, I called everybody. I called T.G. Shepherd. I called everybody I could think of that had piano players that sang. And so Kenny called me and he said, Bobby, I know this boy that plays up in Pigeon Forge at the Country Tonight Theater. And he said, I don't know what about him. Well, I called Dustin, and he was living in Dayton, Ohio. He got, imagine this. Anyway, he was had a girlfriend there or something that he was involved with in a relationship. So we hired him, and he was pretty much commuting from Dayton, Ohio, back and forth here and here. And he was had some issues or things he wanted to do or didn't want to do. I don't know what the deal was. But he said he had to leave. Excuse me. And the day he left, we stood in the back room, and he cried, put his arms around me, and he said, I don't think this is the right thing for me to do, and I love this place, and I hate it, and I hate it. And I said, well, don't leave. He said, well, I have to. So he left. Long story short, our other piano player that replaced him got stolen from Gene Watson, and I'm back to looking for piano players again. And man, again, it's hard to me to explain the level of musician you have to be in this band. You have to be able to read. You have to be ambidextrous. You have to be able to play this kind of music and that kind of music. And it's very difficult to find players at that level. They're not here in this area anyway, and especially country people. So I think Roger Byers and I were talking one day, and he said, what do you suppose old Dustin's doing? I said, I don't know. So I called him up. And he had a lot of commitments and things to do, and he said, but I think I might be interested in coming back. So that's kind of the short story of it. Took a while to make it all happen, but I don't think he's going anywhere for a while now. So, and he is awesome. Y'all haven't had the chance to hear him play guitar yet, but he plays guitar as well as he plays harmonica and as well as he plays piano. Over here first, yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Rob Niebling, originally from Hibbing, Minnesota.
Hey.
Hometown of Bob Dylan.
I've been to Hibbing.
And Gary Puckett.
Yeah.
We were talking about yacht rock earlier. We just watched a documentary about that, and they said that it's more the musicians involved in it than the style of music even. And the biggest players in it was the band Toto.
Yeah.
They were the backup for so many bands. They did Michael Jackson Thriller, they did Boz Scaggs, so that somebody just kind of casually said, it sounds like the music you'd play in the background while you're out on your yacht.
I got you.
That's where the term came from.
Cool. Well, the music we play is more like the music you'd play if you're out on your pontoon.
Do you know?
We're pontoon kind of guys, not yacht guys.
You know, Steely Dan is also one of the big yacht rock players, but do you know who their original drummer was?
I don't.
Chevy Chase.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were in college together with him. And when they started getting really big, he said, I'm not good enough for you guys. You need to go get yourself a better drummer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, is he a Minnesota guy? Chevy Chase is? No. Oh, no? Yes, sir. Next guy.
Chick Bowers from New Hampshire. My wife and I moved up 2 years ago from New Smyrna. I just can't believe the quality of the music. Come down here, our friends brought us down. I said, I don't like Opry.
Yeah.
I don't wanna, crap. I had hair. I grew up in the 60s.
Me too.
We brought friends down, New York, New Jersey, people we know up there. They roll their eyes, and they're bopping and rocking the whole time. It's amazing. When we left New Smyrna, I said to Charlotte, I'm 75, that's 2 years ago. Too young to go up there. She said, did you shave both your chins? And here we are. So
Yeah, good.
I get excited to come here. They turned us on to it, and it's just beyond belief.
Awesome.
You can't explain it to anyone.
Well, thank you. Well, that's a very fine compliment. Thank you, sir. I hope we don't disappoint you.
That's a flashback, Roger. Do you remember? You remember the day where the Opry kind of had a. I remember when I first heard this name. There was a stigma to it of picturing old music that
That's because you're an idiot, Eddie. It's not that.
No, it was. Do you remember, Roger? You know what I'm talking about? There was something about an Opry that you just pictured. Backwoods kind of thing. And then when people get here and they realize, see what we've got, it's pretty amazing.
Eddie, have you ever been to the Grand Ole Opry?
No.
Well, then you have no idea what you're
but
talking about.
I know the theaters, though. Yeah, but that's not even. Yeah, that's
the
not
Grand
like,
Ole Opry.
When you think of other Opry's houses around, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
There was a pretty big Opry in South Carolina. I think that they do real well. They took the name. Do I need to explain this to you, Eddie, or do you know? Do you know where the name came from?
No.
Okay.
No.
What is your musical?
Opry to me.
Opry came from.
I'm picturing Ernest Tubb era. That's what Opry would.
Yeah. Well, like I said, pay no attention to him. Opry came from opera, which of course is. You know what the opera is? Do you not? We know what the opera is. It's a show, but where people come and they do the show. And people would go get dressed up and they would go to the opera. And so when they started doing it with country music, now, I don't know how to tell you this, Eddie. I tell you this with love, but Ernest Tubb's dead and hasn't been at the Grand Ole Opry since the 50s.
No, but I'm talking about that era
so
of
they
music.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do. So they took the name, instead of going opera, they said, let's make it an Opry, which is kind of a country thing, and became the Grand Ole Opry. There's nothing backwoods or nothing silly or anything. And the only reason I say that is I made my living in country music, and I made a damn good living on Don't Squash Me and make fun or put down the name, because Grand Ole Opry is the mother church of country music. And don't ever forget that. And we're running a close second with them, so don't ever forget that either. All right.
One more question
You missed
here.
that whole point.
Ray, again.
Yes, sir.
I
love
was here
you,
for
Eddie.
the New
I love
Year's-
you, Eddie.
I was here for the New Year's Eve show.
Oh, yes, sir.
It must have been the best show I've ever seen here. I've seen a lot of great shows, but your wife, Dave, did a super job.
Well,
And-
thank
and
you.
Oh,
Willie
yeah,
Nelson-
she's awesome.
She was. I mean, I heard Linda Ronstadt with my eyes closed. She did a great
well,
job.
I'll let her know. Actually, she's probably watching. So
She's
thank
way.
you for-
We say this all the time. Everybody, she's way more talented than Dangerous,
She
and we like her a lot better than his.
Bring her back anytime.
She's a lot better looking too.
All of that, yeah.
All right. Well, real quick before we get going, I wanted to remind everybody that we do have a show before the show. Every day, every night, we have entertainment out on the patio. And what I'd like to remind people is the people that come in here and do the patio entertainment are actually volunteers. It's all they're not paid to perform, so it's all by tips. So if you're out there and you enjoy the entertainment,
Drop
feel free.
a plum in their bag.
Feel free to drop them a plum. But this week we have some great entertainment. The weather looks like it's going to cooperate with us.
Finally.
Unfortunately, this past weekend we had to cancel the patio entertainment. But we have the Unexpected Duo is going to be there Wednesday, opening for our blues show. Carolyn Mack will be there Thursday. Bev Hamilton will be there Saturday morning. No, hold on. I'm confusing myself here. Bev will be there Friday. Saturday, we have two shows. Saturday early show will be John Johnson. And Saturday evening show will be Michael Peterson.
I'm clueless. That's all. If you want to be on the patio, talk to Dangerous.
Come talk to me. I'll get you out there.
He books the patio. I book Thursday nights.
But yeah, Carolyn Mack hasn't been here in quite a while, and neither has Bev. So this week we have some great entertainment that hasn't been here for a little while. Make sure to come out and support them, as well as enjoy a little bit of a show before the show.
Yeah, it's like a pre-show. You get that for free. So come on out and hang out with the guys on the patio.
Yep.
It's always
And
awesome.
we are closed Sunday for the Super Bowl. But if you happen to be a little west of here in Homosassa, there's going to be a Super Bowl party that a certain duo is going to be performing at.
Oh, are you playing for a Super Bowl party?
Yeah, we're playing at a place called The Shed in Homosassa on on Sunday. So
Well, what
five.
time?
5.
5.
Yeah.
All right. Eddie, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
I know who I want to win a Super Bowl.
Who do you want to win?
I want New England so they can shut the Steeler fans up. So
Right
they,
here, Bobby.
To say they got more rings than the Steelers. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a Steeler fan.
Me
either.
neither.
I would like to see Seattle win. I'm not a Seattle fan, but the only reason I'd like to see him win because my uncle was a big Seattle fan. We got
Too
time
bad
a
for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you got on there?
Patriots, of course.
Oh man, never liked you.
I was
I
just
never
saying,
liked him either. What?
I am a Steeler fan, being from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We got to 6 first, and we won all ours offensively.
It doesn't
We
matter.
didn't rely
They're
on.
going to have one less after New England wins.
Team here. Come on.
Yeah. Nothing but love. All right.
No, if you lived in Erie and you had to listen to the Steeler fans all those years, you would not be a Steeler fan. That's
All right.
a rival.
Is anybody at the T.G. Shepherd show? All right. I'm gonna tell this story real quick, then we got to go. This old boy from the Villages, his name was Odd. Oh my God. Well, Odd was getting up in the years and he's fixing to die, and he told his wife, he said, listen, I've been made fun of my whole life with this name. People have made fun of me. I've had to wear this name my whole life. I can't stand it. And Larry, I need to talk to you before you leave about planting some pine trees for me. And he said, when I die, please don't put that on my headstone. I don't want to go into eternity with my damn name, Odd. And he said, all I want you to do is put on that tombstone the year I was born and the year I died. That was it. Don't even put my name on there. So Odd passes away, and his wife decides to, okay, I'm going to do what he asked me to do. So he put the tombstone out there, and every day people go by there and they look at that tombstone and they go, well, that's odd. We're the Orange Blossom Opry. Come and see us sometime. You'll be glad you did.